All right. I know that a lot of people will not understand what this lady is saying. A lot of people will not get to know what she's saying, especially if you came from a place where all these militias are not terrorizing. Now, for me, I said that everything this woman is saying is just the truth. Because to start with, who are the people? How do they come into our communities? How do they come to my community? How do they take over the bushes? How do they start terrorizing, taking people who are going to farms, all those? Why and how? If not people who strategically place them in the bushes to do their own agenda. That is what this woman is saying. And there is something she said. I don't know where the lady got her intel or information about December 31st, that they are going to be genocide. Remember that on Christmas Eve last year, this, on 2023 Christmas Eve, that last year, something happened. Is it last year or last 2 years? Where Plateau massacre happened that shook the world. About 12 presidents of different countries reacted to what happened then. But the president, yeah, it was last year, but Tinubu did not go there. The only thing the governors have to do, including the Plateau governor, is to go and visit Tinubu in Lagos to pay homage while his people were dying. And those people said they gave the military 33 distress calls. Google it. Go and fact check what I'm saying. They gave the military 33 distress calls. They were calling for help. People are killing us. They started on Christmas midnight. On Christmas Day, they are still killing. On 26th, they stopped killing. It happens almost 3 days. No security agent. No, they did not receive call. Nothing. And one person is telling you here that it is Biafra agitators who are terrorizing. So all these things are happening because the people who are supposed to stop it, they know about this and they are helping it to happen. That was what Dr. Olaomi, former naval commander, was saying. That he was there, that these people have agenda, that you can't stop them. It is over, it is over. So it is important we begin to think very well. Let us think about solution. Let us think about the causes of problem. And when you get the causes of the problem wrong, it's like when they give you a mathematical question and they ask you to solve the question. Instead of you to solve with the right formula, you took the wrong formula to start solving the mathematical equation. You are going to fail it because you are using the wrong formula. So we are using the wrong formula by unable to identify the people, the real people in quotes, who are terrorizing our areas. And I'm telling you people, don't believe so much thing you see on social media. Don't believe so many things you see on social media. Try to connect down to the roots. If you are a reporter, try to know people from the roots. They are the people that will tell you the truth. If I hear that so people die so place, the whole news media might be reporting about it, but I have to place a call, try to figure out what happened, what really happened. Now they will tell you what happened before you report and give them the accurate information. This is what we are lacking. And that is why, let me tell you, somebody can just come out today and start claiming the insurgents happening in Nigeria. Do you know that? Someone can just come out and say, I am going to stop the government of Nigeria. I'm going to do this. The person is boasting. If the key person in Sokoto is, I did it. If the key person in Imo, he will say, I did it. If the key person in Kafachan, he will say, I did it. Somebody can just come and claim that on social media. It is possible. But for you to know who are the true people doing it, like in my community, they have got so many people who are killing, kidnapping. We know them. So if not that a vigilante caught them, if it is military that caught them, military can come out and say, we have killed 20 IPOB members today. they have spoken. And people who don't understand, we say, oh, IPOBs are the one. But when we caught these people, we know them. We know them by their names, by their color, by their everything. So it is time for us to wisen up. We need to wise up. We need to wake up because a lot of things going wrong in this country must be addressed. All right, we have a guest, CN. CN, thanks for joining us. You can unmute yourself. Tell us your name and where you are joining us from. If you are there, good evening. Oh,
Good
good morning.
morning. Good morning, Mr. Okocha. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Very good. I'm
You can
joining
do us well.
from.
You can do us well to tell us your real name if you wish, but it's not compulsory.
Oh, Chris is my first name, and
Okay.
I'm joining you from Massachusetts, and that's in Boston. You know where Boston is, and
Yeah.
I just um, got interest in the program you're having this morning. I know how much critical you've been in um, your job of expositions and having too many concerns about perhaps mostly the happenings in the East. I think you've explored enough. You have
Thank you.
conducted a lot of research, and I see that in your space you brought in a whole lot of people, experts that have spoken to the situation, particularly in the Southeast. And I see you have a whole lot of concern. You've been able to exhibit much of your skill to make sure, and all you are after is to make sure that things go right the way it should, so that the eastern region can be stable and perhaps all over Nigeria to be a better place to to live in. Be that as it may,
Thank
I'm not here this morning to say anything different from all that you've explored and everything that has been said, even Kemi that we just listened to. Even when Kemi, has, talked about what is to happen in December and all that,
you.
at Nigeria, that situation is very easy to predict when you see the ongoings there. You can't predict anything, and whatever you predict is right. I don't see any prediction to that space that is wrong. But the question is that why are we doing this to ourselves? Why is the government doing this to its people?
Big
This
question.
problem is solvable. We have one man, particularly in the Southeast, who, because if he's present today, we will not be having all this rubbish. And
That is
that's
right.
why, again, I want to add my voice. If the government will hear us through your channel, that one compelling reasons for the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu is because of his unique ability to influence and mobilize communities in the southeast of Nigeria,
Exactly.
which I will say, or anyone will say, could be very pivotal in addressing the current insecurity challenges in the region. To me, Kanu is not just a prominent political figure. He is. I also viewed him, like every other person may view him, as a voice for the Igbo people and our aspirations. I believe his leadership can foster dialogue between various stakeholders in my community and the rest of the communities in the Southeast, even including the government authorities, even the security forces and the local communities. Kanu has the capability of creating an atmosphere of trust and collaboration. That's what I know him for. And that's
You
who
are
he
right.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it? I mean, it's worrying, very worrying since the past 2, 3 years Kanu has been into incarceration. Witnessing all this worrying increase in violence and unrest in the East is very alarming. Look at it coming from variety of socio-political fashions. Why is the government doing this? Why? What has Kanu done that he could be still be incarcerated? Why is Tinubu not interested in bringing peace? Why did he choose to follow suit with Buhari? Why are they doing this? My question this morning is why? What's
The
the
question
problem?
is answerable.
Yeah, you know.
Do you
So
know, sir? I know that you are an elder. You must know about the story of Sarawiwe, Sarawiwa.
yes,
You must, yes, of the Niger Delta Republic and how he got killed, why they killed him. During Abacha, they killed him because he was agitating just like Nnamdi Kanu was agitating. The reason why they killed him because he was stopping all these shares to explore oil because of his quest for independence. And the foreign powers got interested in him. One would ask, Nnamdi Kanu is a dual citizen of Nigeria and Britain. Have you ever seen where Britain is talking about the issue of Nnamdi Kanu? He's a political prisoner. He was adopted, contrary to the international law and everything that Nigeria have signed for. But no one is talking about this. Now, there is something that happened in Supreme Court, where Supreme Court, in their own good ruling, I will say good ruling, they condemn the adoption, the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu in totality. They condemn the invasion of Nnamdi Kanu's house that led him to run away because he was running for his life and a lot of people were killed. After condemning all those things, Supreme Court did not ask a question. Who is the owner of the aeroplane that brought Kanu to Nigeria? Who owns the private jet? Who are the people who brought him? Because this is a crime. It's a crime, a big crime. Who are the people who brought him? Nobody is asking those questions because there is a power that is above presidency that is interested about Nnamdi Kanu issue, and that is Britain. People might not understand this. The power is above presidency. When I mean the power is above presidency, they know right from time. You should see when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, they charged him of treason, of importing guns and all those things, but at the end, they did not say anything against him. They quashed all the whole treason. They now face on terrorism. After 10 years, no court have found him guilty. So that is a clearer picture to tell you that these people are not after, killing this. They are just about stopping him unless he refuses to stop before you kill him. Now, they know that Nnamdi Kanu is a dangerous secessionist, a very dangerous one that will not point gun on your face, but he will use his radio Biafra, just his words, to scatter everything. People were following him. Nnamdi Kanu is the only Nigerian that I see without money, without giving people money. If he want to come out in the street without telling people that he want to come out, he will see 1 million people following him. The influence was much, and people saw that if this thing continue, this person will have what he's looking for without a war. Without shooting one gun, the person will achieve it. And they did they first bribed Southeast governors, Omar Hidden, Obiano. They first proscribed IPOB. It wasn't federal government. It was Southeast politicians that first proscribed the IPOB. And they labeled them terrorists before they started the mega battle and where we are today. Now, the question you are asking is very important. The reason why they don't want to release it is because Nigeria is a puppet country that pay allegiance to foreign powers who controls them and tells them what to do and what not to do. That is one of the problems we are having. Now, Britain is not interested whether Nigeria will be Islamized or not. They are not interested. But what they are interested is that let Nigeria remain like this so that our interest will just be going. Because if anything happens in Nigeria, Britain will lose, many countries will lose. Look at what happened in Niger now. They kick out America, kick out France, kick out everybody. Get out. Chad is kicking them out. Burkina Faso is kicking them out. So they know everything. France is now planning to bring military base in Nigeria. They are interested in this country. And if anything happens to divide it, their interest is gone. So there are some level of power that is above presidency that is holding that man there. But the man is in a high spirit.
My gosh. Thank you, Mr. Okocha. Thank you for giving me
thank you very much.
An complete in-depth. And that's why I love listening to your program every time you come up. Even though that I have a very small chance, I just say, let me join and, get you complimented. And I want to thank you for the answers you just provided to my wife questions. And my appeal, to the government via your space is we have very good people that can make up that country, that can just they are there, they know them. And like I pointed out this morning, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is one of such political leaders that they have just decided to get incarcerated because they don't want a good country. If you look at that man as a leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, you can see that Kanu commands a dedicated, following.
Yeah.
I've seen that his leadership, you know, provides voice, to those of us that are advocating for self-determination and, greater autonomy for the Southeast. And you
Yeah.
can see that whatever we're doing is just reflecting, a broader demand for more political representations and justice. That's just it. Why are you
Yeah.
afraid, to, bringing people like this into around the table? Why? If actually you believe in good governance and to get a better country, why are you afraid of people with this kind of narrative? I think I'm going to conclude because I have a very limited time now. I
All
mean,
right.
by saying that Nnamdi Kanu is not just a political figure. He embodies, just a complex intersection of cultural identity, which is notable. Everybody can see, you know. If you look at his political aspiration and you know that there's urgent need for us to dialogue, for them to release him to dialogue. I know wherever he is,
Yeah.
there is continue. They are negotiating with him because Kano, play a major role in. He's the negotiator. He could be
Yeah.
crucial in, bridge gaps, which we all see, that he exhibited so many times, even before his incarcerations. We see his influence on the youths. You get it? We see his influence in security and stability. We see his historical context in everything he does. His international awareness, creating one of the largest group across the world, over 190 countries in the world. Who can do that? We hear about Simon Ekpa today because of he's
Absence of
incarcerated.
Nnamdi Kanu.
Absence of Nnamdi Kanu. Otherwise, who is Simon Ekpa? You get it. So the government should think twice and get this man off the hook. He is somebody who I mean, everything I've seen him do, he do it in the right way he should. You get it? He is not a violent person. IPOB
Yeah.
is not violent. IPOB have incredible people in their midst. They have intellectuals in their midst. So I don't know why, when you see a figure like Nnamdi Kanu, you will not recognize what he can, produce or how he can join to bring a better country. So, Okocha, I just thank you so much for the little time you have given to me, to speak on issues that concerns every one of us. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate. Thank you for your time and your contribution. Honest contribution for that matter. Thank you so much. I really appreciate.